Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.iamenough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
I am enough.
Sing it. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone and I don't bluff. But when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take a turn. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough. But say, I am enough.
I am enough.
Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the AC.
Say, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. You know what? That song just do something to me every doggone time. I am Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get her done. What is it that you need to get done today? Well, you know what today is? Today is day 3 of our Black History Month celebration. Why? Because we are Black history. Yay, yay, yay. And as MC Class just said, I am enough. I am enough. You are enough. You are. Ooh. Okay, child, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Because, you know, sometimes I just come in a little bit too hot for myself. But I got backup today. So y'all just come on in the room. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Because when I bring this powerful queen out, y'all gonna know y'all in the right place. I'm telling you, I got backup today. And we bringing the fire, the heat, the stove, the everything you can think about. We bringing it to you. We bringing the whole kitchen to you. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you to tell me where you tuning in from. I need you to hashtag wake up winning, hashtag I am enough. Please do me a big, super big favor. If I can ask you for the best favor of today, that will be to share this video out, because I guarantee you this is going to be so impactful, so powerful. so moving in your spirit. See, this is Black History Month, although we celebrate Black history all day, every day, because I's Black. All right. However, this is the month that was designated for Black History Month in celebration. And I was just sitting there and I said, Wanda. And she said, what's going on, Queen? I said, well, you know what? I'm thinking that we need to celebrate this thing like in a big way. So I'm reaching out to some people that are near and dear to my life. And I'm saying, come on in here and help me celebrate with the peoples. But before we get started, let me tell you about something that's coming up March the 5th. We have Unleashing the Power Conference. This is showcase put on by the World Women's Conference and Award Atlanta chapter. I am the PR president of the Atlanta chapter here, and I want you to come out and celebrate with us. Now, today I'm offering free gifts. So if you go over, you check out the link that's scrolling, I'm gonna have it scrolling below, and you register, and then you let me know that you register. I got a free gift for you. I'm not going to tell you what it is, not today, but I'm only giving it out to the first 20 people. So I need you to do that. And I'm going to put a time limit on there. I think I'm going to put like the next 72 hours. If we can't get 20 people to register in 72 hours, then I really just don't have no friends. I really just don't, because that's what it comes down to. People have to make decisions. They have to move on it. They have to take action. They got to strike, when the iron's hot. And if I can't get 20 people to pull the trigger within 72 hours, then I just don't have no friends. And I'm good with that. That's okay. I'm real good with that. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? Deborah said I have no sound. Y'all can't hear me? I have no sound? What? Lisa, can you hear me? Do I have sound? Because if not, then Deborah just don't have no sound. So I need some people to confirm this. Lisa, can you hear me? If you can hear me, say yes, I can hear you. Because if not, then I'm gonna have to fix some stuff before I jump on in here. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing that. Lisa, tell me if you can hear me. Do I have sound? And anybody else? I see it. I see the board is filling up, but I don't see any enough names down here. I don't see the names to go with the numbers. So I'm gonna need y'all to come on in and just say hey, I can hear you. Lisa says she can hear me. Deborah, check your sound. It's on you, not me. Oof. Child, that was a relief, because I thought I was gonna have to come in all hot again. I was prepared though. So let me tell you. Yes, Angela, thank you. Angela say I can hear you. Grady say I can hear you. Wonderful, wonderful. Y'all hashtag wake up winning. Please hashtag I am enough. This is the I Am Enough talk show. This is our special edition, our noonday edition. We're coming to you every single day this month at 12 o'clock noon. I'm bringing somebody hot off the street, hot off the press. They're going to come in here and shake your world around a little bit, hopefully get you inspired, keep you motivated. So let me just tell you who I'm about to bring up. The one, the only, the number one uno, Charmaine Moss. Now, this sister is a native of Charleston, South Carolina. Yes. South Kakalaki, yes, in the building. She is the mother of one daughter, Valencia. Y'all might know her. She's our wonderful superstar politician over there in Conyers County. I think it's Conyers. Don't beat me up. I might be wrong. She also has one granddaughter, Chloe. In 1986, she left Charleston and moved to Atlanta, to pursue greater opportunities for herself and her daughter, who was only 2 at the time. Shortly after arriving in Atlanta, doors began to open for her and opportunities just began to flood in for her being an entrepreneur. And she told me she came up with entrepreneurship just running off through her veins. And I can relate to that. She started her own public relations firm where she's included clients such as the Georgia Black Chamber of Commerce, DeKalb County Commissioner Porter Sanford, and Lou Walker. In 2005, she founded a nonprofit organization called HERO, HERO Foundation, Inc., to meet the basic needs of people in her community, providing things such as food, clothing, and shelter, because she has a heart for people. Absolutely. She is also the former owner of the Real One real estate company, and she's a political activist. She believes in holding our elected officials accountable. Yes. Can we get a bell on that? hold them accountable. She's also the founder and the publisher of Real Women Atlanta magazine and the founder and executive producer of Black Women on Demand Media Group and Network. At the end of the day, she is the daughter of the Most High and a servant and an ambassador for Jesus Christ. So without further ado, let me bring on, yay, the crowd goes wild.
Ah, what an introduction, Wanda.
I don't play no games. I do not play no games.
Amazing.
I can't play with the sisters now.
Listen,
I might can play with somebody else, but I ain't playing no games with.
I'm telling you, not with the sisters.
I can't do it. Can't do it. So, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for including me in your Black History program. This is awesome.
Yes, I wouldn't have it no other way. Because see, from the first day I met you, I knew you was the one.
Wow.
I knew you were the one. You were the one that was carrying the torch for the ones that aren't able to. You were the one that was carrying the voice for the voiceless. You were the one that I met that always said yes to Black women being stronger, moving better, the collective, the unity that you possess.
Amen. Yeah.
So I wouldn't have it no other way. So I'm gonna get out of your way and let you tell the people a little bit more about yourself before we dive into this deep discussion.
Well, I mean, like you said, I have a heart, for us as Black women, and because we are, the ones that have carried not just the country but the world. God created us as carriers, and but society has kept us in the background, and now you see more and more of us are coming to the forefront. Like Stacey Abrams and Keisha Lance Bottoms, and now Kamala Harris, and but there's so many of us that are doing amazing things, and we just don't have the platforms that they have. And so what I've been doing is creating platforms where ordinary Black women who are in the background can now be heard. And so that's why we have Real Women Atlanta magazine. We have Real Women Atlanta Live show that we do on Saturdays at 1:00. And we're working on some other platforms as well. Black Women on Demand is a media network that we are going to launch within the next 30 to 60 days. And we've got reality shows, but not the ones that, make us look bad. We've got some great shows that are going to be coming out, and just a host of other things to give a voice to the ordinary Black woman.
I love that. So because you do so much, and it really comes out in everything that you do. When I looked up and I said, wow, this is Black History Month, I would say that it was a tiny bit of struggle because I just came off of the project, Wake Up Winning, No Matter What, Losing is Not an Option, that book tour. Our event that we did, MLK weekend, was absolutely amazing. And we had one of our dear friends, Tanya P. Anderson, Senator Tanya, let me put that hand up. Senator Tanya P. Anderson, she was our keynote speaker, and we celebrated, we brought the house down, and it was all about letting people know that we have a voice. Our voice needs to be heard, it needs to be uplifted. And like you just said, creating platforms where people can get on and get in front of people, to know that they're valued, and not just the names that you normally hear on a regular basis, but there's so many people behind the scenes. So I just want to hear from your perspective, what does Black History Month mean to you?
Now, when I heard you talk about Black History Month a minute ago, it was a little difficult for me because, with everything that we have done in this world, it's really hard to cram it all into one month. I was thinking about, most of the time we hear more about the Coretta Scott Kings, we hear about the Harriet Tubmans, we hear about the Rosa Parks, but what about women like, Bessie Coleman, who was, the first Black female to have her pilot's license? What about women like that, and we forget about the Shirley Chisholms, we've got a Kamala Harris right now, but what about, about Shirley Chisholm, who, was the first Black female congresswoman, so to put everything in 1 month, it's really difficult to do. And in a way, it's kind of sad because it's usually the only time our children get to hear about our history. So, we've got to really do something about that, even if we do it within our own households.
Absolutely. I agree. I had 1 year that I homeschooled my grandson, and it was like the best year of my life. I think it was the best year of his life too. But, I was training him on learning like the Black African pledge, and every day we'll celebrate, he'll learn something. So I got these cards. They have these beautiful cards. I should have had them real close by so I could show them. And they have so much knowledge on these little flashcards. So every day he would have to read a flashcard and know. And even when he would get assignments, we'll come home and because it was virtual, but I was mainly his moderator. Mm-hmm. And he would, every time like they tell us something in history, we would investigate. Because they leave some details off. Yes. So for Black History Month, for me, it's like to do more investigating. Like you said, there's other people than the ones that you saw in the spotlight. There's other people behind the scenes. So who has been your most memorable influence to date in Black history?
There's so many that are known, but it really wasn't. And this is probably kind of sad in a sense, but I grew up in a single household. My mom and my father divorced when I was 2. And so she pretty well, raised us by herself, having to work 2, 3, sometimes 4 jobs, to take care of everything. But it wasn't until about 3 years ago, when my mother passed, that I realized that what an influence she was in my life. And because she was the first entrepreneur that I was around. People would give her things, and my mom would do yard sales. I really didn't think about it at the time. Mm-hmm. My family owned a juke joint. I don't know if you remember juke joint.
I know about the juke joint.
Way out in the country. And it had like 2 levels to it, and so upstairs was where the bar was, where all the drinking and dancing and partying and stuff went on. And downstairs was where all the gaming stuff, pool tables and video machines, and the restaurant. And my mother ran the restaurant on the weekends. So things like, fried fish, chicken dinners, that kind of stuff. That's what she cooked, Mm-hmm. And every weekend we would be in that car, going to the country. And so she can, open that restaurant. And it really wasn't until, she passed that I started thinking like, whoa, wait a minute. This is where that entrepreneur spirit came from. Even, she didn't even have, she wasn't too proud to even pick up cans. Mm-hmm. Beer cans, soda cans, whatever, on the side of the roads, because she knew she had 2 children that she had to take care of. And so when her maiden name was Brown, and when she got married, because she didn't have a middle name, she kept Brown as her middle name, or she kept the letter B is what she kept. And I began to think about it, I'm like, wow, that B stands for bold. That B stands for bad. That chick was a bad chick, So She she was probably the most influential in my life, you know. Yeah, looking back, she really was.
Mhm. Wow, that's a rich, powerful story. Because a lot of times I think most of the time it is the people that we spend a lot of time with, the people that pour into us in the very beginning. Those often tend to be our top influencers, our top role models. So and that pushes you towards your entrepreneurship spirit. So do
Absolutely.
you remember the first business that you started and how old you were?
The first business I started was after I got here, and it was the marketing firm, the
Okay, the
public relations firm. Yeah, and like I said, when I got here, I really had no clue on what I was going to do. My daughter was 2 at the time, and working a job would not have given me the flexibility I needed, in order to take care of her. And so immediately these doors began to open. And this was back during the time when, Pascal's was really popular on Emerald King Drive. And you had the beautiful restaurant that's
right,
in
right.
Cascade.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's where all the movers and shakers, hung out, and so once I knew that, those were the places I would go. And I would meet, people there. And so, people just gave me opportunities. And so I started the public relations firm, and I just started getting clients. People started letting me, represent them. So that was the first. That was the very first. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Yay. And then how did you come about starting the space of Real Women Atlanta?
Wow. 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 So in 1999, I was still doing public relations, and God had put it in my spirit to take it a step further and learn about the publishing business. And I contacted the Atlanta Voice newspaper. I don't know if they're still around, but I contacted them and asked if I could come and volunteer. I wanted to learn. And so they allowed me to do it. So I learned everything from, running the press to laying things out, from, the sales department. I learned all of that, in my spare time. And God just put in my spirit to do a magazine for women. And so I heard Real Women magazine. So I did this mock copy of the magazine. I had one printed, and I took the magazine copies to, I set up in malls. Like I went to the West End Mall, Perimeter Mall, and I set up, and I even went to For Sisters Only. And I wanted to see who would gravitate to the magazine. So it was inclusive at that time. And what we learned was more Black women were interested in the magazine, because there are other outlets, other platforms for women of other colors. Because you've got, Cosmo, and you got Vogue, and you've got all these other magazines. And so that's when we decided, to change it and make it into a magazine for Black women. However, at that time, I didn't move with it. I put it aside, like we do a lot of things. I put it aside, and I waited for the provision to come forth for it. And it was in 2018. So from 1999 to 2018, I just set it on the side. And in 2018, I heard the words again, Real Women Atlanta magazine.
And I think that's when I met you.
That's when we met, yes. And so I began to speak about it with friends, and from that point, it just took off.
Awesome. Yeah, because I think we met in March. I may have met you before then, but I know coming to the event that you had in March, and you celebrated the women, that was
Celebration of Black women.
Women's
Yes,
Month.
yes.
Yeah, and that was that event was so powerful, so beautiful. I still have thoughts about just how you brought that all together and gave the reverence to those women that paved the way, and then the people that are in the pioneers now today.
Yes.
Like why I titled this "We Are Black History," because every day we make history. Every day history is being made. And my motto of winning. So because I believe that every day is a win for us when we stand up in the celebration of life. Every day getting up, standing up in the celebration of life. So how do you help Black people win in life? Well, what do you feel like your mission is in helping Black people?
Well, like I said, providing platforms, creating platforms for them to be able to use their voice, and also create networks. I believe that if we come together and bring all of our resources together, we can win. We could take over, because there's wisdom, there's knowledge, there's power that you have that I don't possess. And so if we exchange, or we bring it all to the table, now that makes us you're powerful by yourself, but working together makes us even more powerful. And so it is my mission to create these platforms so that more and more women can begin to network. As you remember, on a monthly basis, we would do lunches. And so they would come, no cost, they would come and network with each other. And so that's the goal. That's the mission, to continue to do that.
I love it. And for our viewers, thanks so much for tuning in. You are watching the I Am Enough talk show, where your dreams matter. I'm talking to our very, very lovely guest today. Charmaine Moss is the owner, CEO, founder of Real Women Atlanta magazine, and so much more. The voice that you do every Saturday at 1:00, where you highlight someone that you talk to on that platform as well. And you got a lot of feedback, a lot of comments. People are saying, great, your mom influenced you. Thank you guys for watching us today. So, Queen, what's next for you? Well, what do you have brewing over there? I know you got something in the incubator that's about to explode. Give them the 411 on what's coming up here.
Yeah. Listen, we do. We have quite a bit. We are actually we're moving everything under the umbrella of Black Women on Demand Media Group. So the magazine, blogs, radio show, reality shows, everything is going under that umbrella. And so, like I said, I mean, we've got 1,000,001 ideas, but we know that there are more out there. We don't want to be the creator of everything. So we'd like to collaborate with others that have ideas. Matter of fact, on Friday, I'm going to take a look at a studio where we're going to shoot some pilots and stuff like that for a couple of shows. And just want to partner with others that are out there that have ideas for platforms. We also want to tell your stories. So if you've got an amazing story that you want others to hear about, contact us, realwomenatlanta@yahoo.com. We want to hear from you. Let us tell your story. That's it. I mean, that's what we got a lot. We've got a lot going on.
Well, Queen, I appreciate you being here today. I appreciate you sharing. I know you all can find her also on Facebook. You can inbox her. You can contact me, and I will lead you right to her if you forget or anything like that. And I just want to encourage everybody, watching us, please share this information. What we're doing here is we're just adding value to our space. And although we're celebrating it under the Black History Month, but this is something that we do all the time. We always want people to win. We always want them to understand that effective collaboration really, really makes a big impact and can really change the trajectory of the direction that people might be headed in. Because, let's face it, entrepreneurship is lonely. Sometimes it gets lonely, and you don't have to be by yourself. So, Queen, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for providing all of the platforms that you do. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your smile. Thank you for your family. Just thank you for your essence. I really, truly, truly appreciate you.
Wow. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you for your friendship and your sisterhood. I love you very much. Thank you.
I love you too. Thank you so much, guys. And I want y'all to do me a favor. If this was great information for you, I want you to drop a 1 in the comment right now. Drop a 1 right now, and please share it. And if you shared it, I want to say thank you. This 30 minutes that we're bringing to you right now is, I want it to just be as special as possible, but it can't be special without your participation and without your support. So just help me get the word out to the masses. Help me inspire other people as you come through and share this information, this opportunity. Thank you, G. Clark, for dropping that 1. Thank you for Regina for dropping that 1. And if you should come by later and you catch the replay, #replay. This has been the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter. I am Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, helping you get her done. And I want to say today, what is it that you need to get done? Let me help. So if you are interested in being involved in this celebration, all you need to do is inbox me. I still do have some slots available if you want to participate in this celebration. And thank you so much for dropping those 1s. Thank you, Deborah, for dropping those 1s. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping those 1s. Thank you, Arthur, Lynette, Jewel, for dropping those 1s. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you, love you, love you. And there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Peace and bye for now. Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach, helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out, all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.